Creating a significant learning environment where you give your learner choice, ownership, and voice is what we often refer to as the CSLE plus COVA framework. This is a really important aspect of this professional learning environment that you are currently in, because we look at all the factors in that learning environment and we bring all those factors, we pay attention to all those factors, and we bring them to bear. And then once we've got those factors addressed, we take a look at how do we give the learner choice, ownership, and voice through that authentic a learning opportunity. So we look at this as a framework, but it also is an aspect of a condition of learning that we want you to embrace and explore.
So we refer to CSLE as the context, and within that context, we take consideration of all the factors that influence the learning. This includes developing a learner's mindset, learning how to fail and fail forward and what that means. Also, us coming alongside you as coaches to help feed forward and help you align your values and goals and belief systems with what you're learning and what you're doing in your organizational settings or classrooms. That's really the context that refers back to all of the elements and the notions behind creating significant learning environments. To explicate the conditions of COVA, choice, ownership, and voice through authentic learning opportunities, it's essential that we give you folks freedom to organize and structure and present your learning. Okay? And take ownership of what you're learning. And to do that, you have to selection of projects. You have to have the opportunity to pick the tools that you want to engage with and show your learning. And we hope that, by taking ownership, it's really going to allow you the opportunity to make an impact in the world. Okay, that sense of personal significance. By taking ownership, you grow that voice in your learning. You share globally what you're doing with others on the internet. You establish that sense of purpose and that personal significance. And you're also given the opportunity to revise and restructure your ideas. All of this is essential in order to really expand on that significant learning environment that we give. Lastly, authentic learning opportunities is the key to choice, ownership, and voice. We want you to select projects that are meaningful to you, that make a difference. You can't actually have choice, ownership, and voice without that authentic learning piece that pulls all of it together. So, in essence, those are the conditions through the COVA learning approach that are embedded within the context of a significant learning environment.
So what does a significant learning environment look like? Well, one of our goals is to model that for you. You're in one right now. You're in a learning environment. And we're going to show you how you can take your existing learning environment and add aspects of significance by focusing on the needs of the learner, by focusing on the communication. This is a form of communication. By focusing on your role as the instructor, as a guide, as a facilitator, as a mentor, or as a coach, which is what we're doing right now. You'll also focus on feedback and exchange, which is part of what we're modeling as well. So all these factors, whether it's online, face-to-face, blended, all these factors come into play and they contribute to the learning environment. What makes it significant is that you start to address those key things that are important to the learning that help facilitate the learning. And this is where those conditions come in, right? So from an example, what are some of the conditions we're looking at? Well, guess what? We're helping you build your innovation project right now. You are chomping at the bit, more than likely wanting to get onto the good stuff because you want to make that difference in your classroom. It's your project. You've chosen it. We're going to help you not only take ownership of that project, but help you find your voice as you find ways to build your own significant learning environment where you give your learners choice, ownership, and voice. And you help those learners find that voice and develop that voice through their own authentic learning opportunities. We're going to help you build that significant learning environment where, once again, you can help the learner focus on preparing for life, not just preparing for the test.